Friday night. Actually, if you look in the background there, you see a heap of fishermen on the bridge. And down there too, which is an interesting little thing. The ice is all melted. And I have kids in the car as well. Kids. That's a 25-year-old kid, but anyway. We're just coming back from the church building, and we're going to have a youth gathering at our home tonight. Shane and Jimmy have gone to Germany to try and get a van. I'm guessing they'll be back in about 5 or 6 days. The timing is great. Not really. We made a decision, kind of like a final decision yesterday, to do a kids camp this coming week with all the people that are in Rzeszów from Kiev and people north of Kiev. We talked to the mayor, and the mayor said, "Yeah, we want that. We would love you to do that. You have my blessing on it." So we're kind of full steam ahead for pulling something together. Without Shane and Jim, who normally do that sort of stuff and who are brilliant at it, it's going to be a bit more difficult. But these guys, they've done it before. We'll manage, and God will bless. I'm pretty sure of it. We're actually going to be teaming up with some Christians from another church as well. So we'll have, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 volunteers. We've been handing out invitations this morning. We went to the market, and I don't know how many invitations we handed out, quite a few. We'll do it again, possibly tomorrow, and then on Sunday morning as well before church. And we'll see what happens, see how many kids we get. The tone around here is pretty positive. It feels really nice to have Russia retreating or pulling back, whichever your perspective may be. It's just people's. Well, I guess they feel the lifting of pressure, which is really nice. It doesn't mean that there's not people suffering in the country, but it's definitely the case that people are feeling safer here. The people who are staying in the church, they today said that they cannot conceive of how they can go back home now. They don't have a home to go back to north of Kiev. It was severely damaged, and they haven't got any electricity or gas in their building, no water. They'll. I don't know how long they'll stay for. They've got along with thousands and thousands of other people in Ukraine, they've got to decide on where they start life anew, or whether they go back home and slowly pick up pieces, live in very uncomfortable situations. Can be tricky. So what's Russia going to do? That's the conversation that I've had with several people over the last few days. Why has Russia pulled back? A very important question. We keep on, people will spout off their ideas, but at the end of the day, you come back to, on our level, we cannot know. We just, as our president says, we don't believe words anymore. We just look at facts. What is happening? What has happened? And we go off those facts. As far as prayer points go, Of course, we have the camp coming up, kids camp. Conceivably, there could be 30 kids there. There could be 60 kids. We have no idea. That's really, really hard planning for it. But as we remembered today, it is a really special privilege that we have to sow God's word into the hearts of these little children. And we prayed today that God would keep those seeds there and then bring them to the stage of them blooming, if you will, into faith at some stage in the future. So pray for that, please. We are being more active in evangelism. We are considering how to gather youth in the town. We still don't know how that's going to work. I think I just saw that there's around about maybe I'd guess 12 or 13 that just walked by me here, went into the house, and but there's a lot of youth in the town who aren't churched, if you will. Or they've never really been in a church and heard the gospel. We're trying to figure out how to reach out to them. Shane and Jem are going to Europe, as I said, trying to get a van across the border. Please pray for that. That van will assist in the future with particularly to fulfill something that's heavy on their hearts, and that is to take humanitarian aid to different parts of Ukraine, to needy parts. But also it has been on their heart to ferry people to the border. We see that kind of drying up, that need. But yeah, maybe that'll start again. We cannot know. Yeah. So maybe that's it. That's enough for now. I went and I woke up this morning. Chris normally gets up before me. I went and sat down with her quite often. Just about always we sit on the couch for a coffee before the day. Sometimes if I haven't read my Bible before, then we read it together or something. But today I said, "So how you going?" And she said, "Oh, it's not good. The right side's all inflamed." And I'm sure she'd appreciate prayer for that. As you can see, she's still got a smile on her face and still acting with beauty and grace. But yeah, that's enough. Thanks for praying.